All right, were you ready?
I'm just really scared.
It's actually, I think the M3 on this is actually pretty hard.
Yeah, it can be. Some of the mobs.
Just because of the lightning dude at the end.
Just make sure we pop silence before, you know, big pulls or fights. And indeed, they did not pop silence correctly, like most people yesterday. Let's get into it. Today, we got gold on Glacial Tarn 3. Here's the run. It's just with randoms. So with randoms, you never know what the tank's going to pull, how they're going to run it.
Are we fighting here?
Got to kind of sit on the sidelines and see. I'm wondering if we're fighting here. Normally, the tank's always going to pull these mobs to the first big guy. So you don't want to swing, but the hesitation... I'll say it this way. If you're a tank, you got to be a leader, okay? You're gonna have to grab the crew by the you know what, and then you're gonna have to say follow me. All right, we're doing it this way, this is how it's done, blah 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 blah. And if you're not familiar or if you don't know what pulls you should be doing, then maybe you shouldn't start off on a M3. You should, you know, go down to M1 or 2 and just make sure you get your stuff in order. Crazy. But it's very important for the tank to lead, and see how we have silence right there. We're in the first fight. That is a problem. All right, your group at an M3 level should know abilities make the bar go up on the top left. Once you get to the end, silence pops on the ground. So after engagements, you want to make sure that you pop silence, so the next fight you don't have that thing already 3/4 full and it drops while you got a whole group of enemies, which you'll see here coming up very shortly. I'm trying to get them to pop silence. I mentioned it a couple times and nope. So I was like, all right, well, we'll just, you know, go and do the pull and we'll fight in silence. F it. Sometimes on these runs, I just like to see, you know, how crazy can we get? You know, let's hit them here. We don't know what we're doing. We should be pulling. Most tanks are going to pull this whole group down. It's a big pull, but you'll be fine. Go all the way to the fire. Tank, you got to be first, man. You got to go. Healer can't be first, but this healer was really good to go. All right here, I'm just trying to pull them together a little bit. And notice I got aggro on a few, so just trying to play it cautious. I do turn up the volume here in the game here in a minute, so I will give you warning so you don't have your ears blown out. We're doing okay damage. I'm not sure what my stats were. I know I go into my inventory here in a second, so should see. But I think it was 367-ish strength, 230 something dex, and I think 40 con. So I was tired of changing attributes a lot yesterday, so I ended up just sticking with whatever it was. I think I had ran a forge mutation. And yeah, I just didn't feel like switching stuff out again. There we are, 380, 228, 15, 15, 40. Just a weird group of stats right there, but it works all the same. I really wish I would have more into dex, less in strength, but with magnify, sometimes that gets a little tricky. Also got a new ring today, so with the Serenity, going to be at Empower Cap once you get going. And so I crafted a ring, Keen Awareness, Leeching, and Hardy. And Keen Awareness is going to come in handy because against Ancients, slash damage, you have the least amount of chance to critical. Oh, there was a volume buff. I'm sorry. Hopefully it ain't too loud for you, man. But with the Ancients, with slash damage, you're going to get a lot of white numbers. So the Keen Awareness to give you 11% chance to critical is a pretty big thing. I would recommend it if you're a Serenity main. Oh, sit down, bruh.
You didn't see anything.
This boss is a little bit scary. You can hit pretty hard. Now right here, I should have reaped that guy, then use the gravity well, then the maelstrom, but you know, I'm still learning this dungeon myself, so I I don't think we have another great axe either, so trying to do it as a solo great axe, just trying to learn what areas to pull what. Come on, give me that back, bruh. Giggity. Yeah, that was a great read there, B. They did seem to improve the read. I swear, I've been pulling some fulls like 10, 15 feet. It's been very surprising. Well, enemy like that guy right there slams void down. Just hold block. Don't try to dodge it. It's just easier to hold block. That is a terrible spot for the Reaver. Couldn't reave him out. After this group, or after that enemy, you're going to want to switch to your boss fight set.
Yeah. Skip the boss.
And we're always going to skip this group of enemies. Every group that you run with will skip this group at an M3 level. So just prepare to run through. Don't start swinging. Get plenty of mobs in this dungeon, so you're going to always have mob count on this one. Now this boss is very interesting. If you get in here to fight and you have a couple melees or one melee, well, if you're the ranged person throwing a hatchet like me or whatever ranged weapon you're using, you don't want to stand behind. I mean, natural instincts are standing behind the boss so you can get more criticals, but when the boss turns to skate at you to hit you, he's gonna wipe that DPS that's melee. And melee is going to do the most DPS and the fastest. So it's very important if somebody's got that down to let them do their thing. And here in a minute, you're going to see the boss skates at me. Oh, Jesus. And of course, he don't hit the bot, bruh. But if I would have been behind getting more critical hits on the boss, that guy would have turned and probably knocked down the melee. Now you're going to get more white numbers. Obviously, you're not going to get as many criticals, but that's where having the keen awareness ring, which I didn't have on in this run yet, didn't make it yet. That's where it would come in handy. Not doing the greatest damage, but you know, it's pretty safe out here. Once you learn the mechanics of range, which I wanted to learn at first, I can also see his movements. So I started late last night trying to get into more melee on him and predict when he's going to turn around real fast to hit the melees, and got it down pretty good last night. So hopefully I can do that today when I get on, and maybe even get a better run. Oh, now you can dodge through them. As you see, both of those hits, you know, you would think would run over me, but if you dodge at the right time, you get lucky, you'll be all right. At this part, I don't try to attack when all that stuff's falling too much, because it's hard to see what's going on around you, and you can get hit like that real quick. Now that we don't have the melee behind, I'm trying to position myself to get more criticals, but oh my gosh, so many white numbers. I found this nice hatchet, vicious, keenly jagged, empowering rending throw for $4 grand in the store yesterday. So thank you, whoever that was. You gotta be especially cautious right here when you have the storm slowing you down, because if he comes at you like that, you're not able to move as quick. I almost want to go Void Gauntlet Hatchet in here so I can put down Oblivion real quick and then just be throwing the Hatchet. I was doing more damage earlier with the Hatchet. I'm not really sure why my damage is so low right here. What were my stats? Let's see. 379, 228. Yeah, so if I would have been able to take the extra 29 strength, put it into Dex, we would have definitely been doing more damage. No, I was doing. I could have also had the Keen Awareness ring on. I'm not sure during this, because maybe that's why the reduction, because I didn't have the slash damage bonus. Not sure. Watch it! Oh, I was holding block. I was so holding block. Dude, I can't remember if the crystal is behind us. Is there a shrine in front or behind us? I think there's one behind us, right? In front, all right. Now right here, you see the worst pull ever, I swear. It's like, okay, were we fighting that guy and bringing the others to us? That's usually how you do it. You don't walk all the way back here because you don't want the guy in the back throwing void on top of you while you're fighting this guy. Just trying to figure out what we're doing here. Looks like we're just going to try to take this mob out and let the guy in the back walk slowly up here, but well, that's not the best move in my mind. Another hesitation right here. Don't know what the issue was. I guess because the tank was getting hit a lot. He was a little bit slow to get to the next group. Well, see, he cuts back real sharp to those guys. I think maybe to grab aggro. I'm not sure. All right, they are spread out. Normally I'd go to the archer in the back over there, but the healer can get around the rocks and line of sight that guy, so it's not a big deal. I'd rather get damage on the mobs. Now this next pull is tricky. Usually gets a little wild. How do you want to do this? You want to pull those two down?
I'm just gonna do the humans first.
Since he's gonna go up and do that, you could drag the dog up as the tank, and all DPS need to jump on this archer right here. No point not to. Let the tank go up and get aggro on the rest, but all the DPS should jump on that archer and then move their way up. Don't want this guy sitting back doing this. Well, that's the thing. You know, maybe I should have communicated that in the voice chat. All right, everybody get lick. You heard me. Lick. This guy, man. Oh, man, I have not figured out this guy's attack. I just know when he starts to slam, just dodge and dodge.
So scared.
Okay, so me and the tank are dancing on sides here, and I get stuck on the rock. Boom. I got caught the fuck up in a bad spot, dude. Know if he was gonna have his back toward the fire or the other side. I need to go to the shrine. Stamina damage on this guy's huge. Get this guy stunned, please, because you get a good little while to do some major damage on him. Did too much trying to pull these two together there. Really wasn't necessary, but in the moment thought it would work better. Really want to save that grab well and maelstrom for these guys, because you can group this group of humans up real nice, take them out quick. This guy's tough. I think everybody just jump on this guy, do stamina damage, and get him out the club. Throw him out, because don't worry about the healer in the back. The thing don't do much damage or anything. This guy just is terrifying with his hammer hits. So slash damage is gonna do the most stamina damage, and boom, or the greatsword will do the most stamina damage. So just get him out. Man, someone should have been working on the ball up there. I think the bow guy just gave up on trying to hit it. Let me show you how Big Boy does it. Watch this here. Boom!
You just want to run through?
Gonna put on my human ward pot and coatings. No need to touch the fire here, but you know. I want to stay warm in the cold. No fucking way. No fucking way. Oh my god, New World. Man, your player base hit a low today. I think we know why. I got bugs and glitches and no bitches. Yeah, I got freaking like a whole game crashed. Yo, someone is not dying on this. Indeed, someone was. But don't pull this guy right here. Just run to him. Oh, that's stupid. Fuck, I don't know why I thought the DPS was going to the two in the back. Not sure what the point of pulling is. And of course we didn't pop silence when we needed to. Gonna sit back and watch. That, of course, is another enemy. It's very important to get the stamina damage going. Get them knocked, and then make sure you don't wake them up, so that way you can get them out. I like the scene right here. It's pretty nice. You got Forge over there, and just the split and the teleport. Pretty dope. All right, this next boss, it could be a challenge. So right now we have the mage. Let's see, where you don't kill the mages because it glitches out the dungeon. They're the last boss. So what you want to do is keep them up and just try to DPS the little boss. So hopefully they fix that soon. We're able to kind of get around it. And just be aware of the mechanics. Also, if you have push to talk on and you're with a random group, open mic it. And I regret not open micing here because I was the one calling out what abilities the boss was going to do, like the lunge or the stab, whatever you want to call it, the ice storm where he blows the ice on one of the areas. And normally that would be reserved for the healer because the healer is usually going to be standing back, but nobody was doing that. And it's actually really important because with everything going on, if you're melee or if you're tank, it's just a lot to pay attention to, so it helps to have someone calling stuff out. I haven't figured out melee on this guy yet. You can get some good hits in, and then all of a sudden the backswing, just like Thor, boom, takes you out, you know, and you're in the same position. So it's a variety of attacks. I'm gonna have to get in there and really practice with the group and just run it over and over and try different things. Didn't really want to do that with the random squad because then you're just being a liability. Watch out, he's stabbing. Ice storm, ice storm, ice storm. Make sure to take this bomb out when it spawns in the middle, because that will knock you. Keep trying to get one of these bridges built, but every time I get over here, there's some ability or an attack. And then once the mages have that storm around them, I don't think you could build the bridges anyways. He's about to do the breath, can't get it. I'm like, oh my god, we're dead. Gotta rotate. Didn't even notice we had a bow player up there, just standing there shooting the whole time. Wow. Lunge. Stabbing. Oh, never mind. It's hitting. There he goes. Lunge, lunge, lunge. Weak points, weak points. Got to get these green circles out so you can actually start doing damage again. Weakens you a lot. Bridges. Oh, let me get a bridge here, dumb fuck. Got lucky right there. Oh, fuck. Well, as I sit there on the bench for the rest of the game, I'm going to watch the tank and the archer finish it out for the gold run. Not a big fan of someone being in that spot, but it is what it is. Hey, let's go. Easy.
All right, I didn't know that guy was gonna do that. So apparently that's a thing. What?
Imagine doing the mechanics though. Well, that's been some of my thoughts and opinions on what you should do is running the M3. And, you know, communication is very important. Open chat, very important. And being, you know, a strong tank that has good leadership. Make sure your pools are confident. You know where you're going. The group's popping silence. All that stuff is very important. Would have went a lot smoother. That was just a rough draft. I'm going to be on today trying to get a lot more runs in, trying to get a better run, and we will see how it goes. So thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.